Oh, wait, there's mentioning of demons. That makes sense.
Oh, like summoning demons and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm into it.
Okay.
What's up, peeps? I'm Chicken.
Hi, I'm Kat.
And in today's episode of Chicken and Cat React, we're going to be reacting to the alignment test commonly used to figure out what kind of D&D character you'd be. So, of course, in the chat after this video, after you watch it, after you give us a like and subscribe, let us know what your alignment is or what kind of class you might be in. So, the way that we're going to do this is we're going to take it for each other. So I'm going to figure out, in my opinion, what kind of character she'd be, and she's going to say what I would be and what my actions would be.
I feel stupid because I didn't know that the whole alignment concept was like a D&D thing.
It was aligned with it in some way, yeah.
I
think that it was often used for that.
I had no idea. Okay.
There we go. So if we were ever going to do a D&D campaign, we know what kind of character we'd be. So let's get started on that. So family elders are expressing disapproval of you to the rest of the family. Do you accept the criticism and change your ways, seek a compromise, besmirch the reputation of those expressing disapproval as you ignore their scorn, or silence them any way you can? I know you're one of the last two, for sure. People disapproving of you, you ain't gonna have that. You ain't gonna put up with that at all. I don't know if you would fly off the handle enough for just going right to silencing on that, but
Does
you might.
Does silence mean murder?
Yes, I think it does.
Oh, okay.
I think it does. Besmirch the reputation of them. Honestly, I think you would go one with that. I don't think you give a crap about going to the reputation. You think it's like, whatever, that's peanuts. You're gonna shut up about me. You're gonna stop. I think that's what you'll do. You'll put a stop to that. Would you give up a promising career to aid family in time of need? That is a really good question. I would say with some reluctance, yeah, I think you have a little bit of a giving thing to you for family. If it comes down to family, maybe. It's hard to say with you, to be honest. You can go either way. I think you're a little more caring than you give yourself credit for. Would you betray a family member to advance your own career, though?
Do I like the family member?
It depends on the family member. Yeah. Without a twinge of guilt, if you could do it secretly, if you could resist the temptation, or you find the idea abhorrent. If you could do it secretly, I don't think you'd want them to find out. But I think that, and it kind of contradicts with what we just said before a little bit, but I think that if there were a way for you to keep the career without them knowing that you did it, I think you might. Do you respect the leaders of your family? Their words guide my actions, their role models are often out of touch with my life, or they're out of touch with reality. I think they're out of touch with reality is what you would say there. You know best. You're gonna get your way. If your family had arranged marriage to someone loathsome, what would you do? Go through with it? Privacy of your family? Agree? Hiding your reluctance? Subtly work against the union? Flee?
Are they hot?
Well, someone loathsome. So if you hated them, I think that's what you cared about.
Well, you can
probably
hate them as like a person, but...
Think about Gaston. Would you date Gaston? Because he's a jerk. Come on, you know that. You wouldn't do it. You're estranged from a family member. On his deathbed, he seeks reconciliation. What do you do? Speak to him, but hold your ground. Refuse to speak to him. Discuss your estrangement openly without rancor. Actively seek reconciliation and heed his dying words. Speak to him, but hold your ground. I don't think you're going to give in, but I think you'll give him a chance. Powerful but corrupt judge offers you wealth if you'll testify against your friend. What do you do? Condemn your friend, take the money and testify, but keep your testimony ineffective. Ooh, that's kind of a manipulative way to hide that. Refuse the offer, refuse to testify on your friend's behalf no matter the consequence. I think you might go down with the ship on that one. I think you might go and be like, you know what? I'm going to try and get you out of this.
Depends on the friend.
Yeah, again, depends on the friend. It's true. Have you ever betrayed a friend? Done so more than once. Sometimes you get away with it. Done so once. Tempted to do so. Never gone through with it. Never contemplate such a thing. I can't speak to your past on that one. I don't know. I feel like maybe as a teenager you could have done something back in the day, but who knows?
I think betrayed is a really strong word.
Betrayed is subjective too, right? I mean, it's something that feels like they're betrayal to somebody.
I can think of a few people that would consider.
I'm gonna put I've done so once.
Something I've done betrayal, but logically.
But how many times is the question? How many times? How many times on the betrayal? You sometimes get away with it? Is that who you are?
I mean, I've gotten away with all of it.
Oh.
I mean, I don't.
Oh,
again,
you got away with all of it.
Again,
all of it.
Betrayal is like an aggressive word. Like,
I don't know. How insist on repayment when lending money to friends? Yes. Yeah, you're gonna write up a contract. You go like Dennis with his contract. I'm gonna need your signature. You need to go.
Yeah, if I'm lending it to you, isn't that the point?
You go, Dennis Reynolds, like, just sign this contract. It's binding. Your community is threatened with invasion. What do you do? Defend it to your last breath, defend the area, flee, cut a deal with the enemy to act as a spy. You're going to flee. You're out. If you stand for office or seek to represent the interests of the community in some public manner, to do so would be an honor I joyously accept. Everyone's duty to do so, only if no one else could do it. I don't want to be responsible for the community's welfare. Man, that's a great question for you. That's really hard because I know you got that ESTJ, that executive sort of thing. You like to be in charge of people. You like to run the show. But I also think that you don't like the spotlight on yourself.
I never said that.
But I don't know. I think that you'd like it overall. I think you'd like it. I'm going to go with that. If someone was like, you should be the mayor. You should be the governor. You'd be like, fine. You're going to pay me? Sweet.
Yeah, are you?
If offered enough money, would you slip a poison to your king's drink? Yes, I've done similar things before. If I thought I could get away with it. If you thought I'd get away with it. Yes.
I'm the king.
Yep. A plague is sweeping across your country. Would you undertake a dangerous mission to find the cure? Heal the sick as best you can. Avoid contact or flee the country. Oh man, that feels so real. It's one of these two. I can tell you that. But I mean, that's just what we all do, isn't it?
That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Wear your masks, people. Wear your masks. Do you respect the lawful authority of the rulers of the land?
No.
No, not at all. And they're invariably corrupted by power. The other one's a decent answer too, but I think that you just think everyone's corrupt too. You're going to be too suspicious in this type of circumstance. You're like, nah. If you were offered a reasonably lucrative deal, would you spy for a hostile foreign power? Because the nation's going to be knocked down a peg. Yes. That would be absolutely something you would say. Do you rely on the government to enforce contracts and property rights? Yes, because to maintain the rule of the land, government came and paved roads. I think that's a smart answer that you would say right there.
They can't.
If in prison, would you injure or kill others to escape? Serves them right for locking me up. They knew the risk when they took the job. Except for my runs, they heal easily. Those guards are just doing their jobs. Yeah, serves them right. Absolutely, you would. Absolutely. If you were imprisoned, yeah, you would.
I'm gonna kill someone.
You might. Push to it, you might. If guilty, would you confess to a crime? Yes, because it's my duty. Yes, because it makes me a liar sentence. I'd make the magistrates prove my guilt. I try to prove my own innocence. So would you go with innocent until proven guilty, or would you just be your own lawyer? I think you go innocent until proven guilty approach. Try to lay low. Don't go out of your way. Lay low. Would you express a revolutionary political opinion if threatened with punishment? I'd rather be punished than remain silent. Somebody's got to speak the truth. Although I might privately express my opinion to friends. I think that you would privately express it to friends. I don't think you would risk getting physically harmed. Because you would not like that. That's how I think. That's how I think of you. While traveling, you got no comments over here the whole time. While traveling, you witness an assault. You're ordered to testify, which will delay your travel significantly. What do you do? Slip out of town to avoid testifying. Deny you saw anything. Remain reluctantly, testify, and leave. Remain until trial's conclusion in case further testimony is needed. I think that if you witness an assault, you would probably do what was right, because that would be something that you would speak out against. I think you'd be righteous enough to do that.
Yeah, probably.
Using magic, you could fool the village merchants into thinking your copper pieces were made of gold. Some alchemy, some forbidden alchemy here. What do? Buy as much as you can. Only cheat the rich merchants. Too risky. Merchants have families to feed. Ooh, that's an interesting dilemma. I think you'll cheat the rich merchants. Oh, Robin Hood. Yeah.
Literally.
Robin Hood, yeah. What's the best path to wealth? Matter of luck and being in the right place. Staying flexible to take advantage of good opportunities. Following a long-term plan that incorporates a comfortable level of risk. Hard work and perseverance. Maybe one of these two, I would say for you, is what you would like to say. Probably this one. I'd say long-term plan, comfortable level of risk.
I don't like taking risks.
Yeah, only comfortable level of risk. Nothing crazy.
It's just an oxymoron. A comfortable level of risk.
You gotta take a shot when you need it, but I think you prefer to stick to your long-term plan.
Absolutely. Wait, no, let me guess.
What do you think it's gonna be?
I think I'm a lawful neutral.
Lawful neutral?
Personally.
Okay, I'm gonna say you're either true neutral or chaotic neutral.
Rude. Okay.
Actually, no. A couple of these are probably not that. So I'm gonna say like a true neutral.
This is your interpretation of me.
I guess, yeah. And these, I guess, in terms of just these questions.
Okay. I think if I
think it's gonna be a true neutral.
Doing it myself, I would be a lawful neutral.
Let's see what you get. Neutral evil. You're neutral evil.
So you think I'm a neutral evil?
I guess so. You're neutral evil according to this. I think it's because you'd kill the king. You don't obey the monarchs. You can go against authority, so they see that as evil.
I mean, is it being rude?
In the D&D world, that makes you evil. Because everything was like, Renaissance, like back in the day.
So you questioning authority makes you evil?
In the old days, that's how it was. And that's usually where this kind of stuff's set in. Dragons, Renaissance, all that stuff. They had like fealty. We don't have fealty. You don't have fealty, that's what gets you. A neutral evil villain does whatever they can get away with. They're out for themselves. They don't shed tears for the people they kill, whether it's profit or sport or convenience. They have no love of order, no illusion that follows laws, traditions, or codes that makes them better or any noble. On the other hand, he doesn't have any restless nature or love of conflict that a chaotic evil villain has. Some neutral evil villains hold up evil as an ideal, committing evil for its own sake. Most often, such villains are devoted to evil deities or secret societies.
I'm here for that.
Neutral evil is the best alignment you can be because you can advance yourself without regard for others. However, neutral evil can be a dangerous alignment because it represents pure evil without honor and without variation. Pretty awesome, actually, to be honest. I think that's pretty cool. They're the funnest. If I was going to do a campaign like that, I'd imagine that's probably the funnest character to play. You're the one that nobody has any idea what your motive is, and you just do what you want.
I mean,
you like to do what you want.
I do.
Yeah.
To be fair, I've never played D&D, so I think I'm applying this to like the.
And look at
world.
this right here. So look at the good and evil breakdown they had. You were 9 good, 12 evil, so you weren't that evil. In their world, you might be perceived as evil, but like when you look at the breakdown, it's pretty close.
I mean, the concept of good and evil in this world seems very black and white.
And they put like the law and chaos, like the neutral thing right there. Like your law and chaos were equal, so they gave you neutral because they balance each other out. So I guess that's how that worked. And your alignment here, you were actually equal with chaotic evil in this one, which is kind of interesting. But they gave you law neutral because it balanced out.
So you're saying that I was lawful evil, chaotic evil.
You were just evil.
Defaulted to neutral.
Because they balance each other out. So they figured that you were somewhere in between. You did some chaotic stuff, but you also were pretty lawful.
No, look at those stats. So look at the, what is it? Lawful, neutral, chaotic, neutral, they're equal.
Yeah.
Lawful good and chaotic good are equal. and evils are equal.
And if you look at law versus chaos, they're equal.
So you're just saying
You're
that
almost a true neutral, which was pretty close to what I guessed. I did guess that you were pretty close to true neutral.
That's just.
I almost had it.
They're literally like they're just.
You were almost a true neutral
This
character.
doesn't make any sense.
You were slightly evil in their eyes. Slightly evil.
I'm evil because I'm not going to follow what someone tells me if I think that they're insane.
You have no honor.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't care about
Don't
honor.
be
It's
dumb.
It's stupid. Alright, take it from me. Let's go. Take it away. The little one.
I feel like Mela would be chaotic evil.
Oh, for sure. This one's chaotic as I come. Aren't you?
Easily.
Chaotic.
Family elders are expressing disapproval of you to the rest of the family. Do you? I think you care about family elders being peeved. I think you would.
That's what you think, dude. You've not seen the arguments I've had with my parents.
I mean, I think you care. Okay, fine. Whatever. Would you betray a family member to advance your own career? I mean, I also think that potentially you would, depending on the person. I wouldn't.
It depends on the context of the word betray again, like you said.
I know.
And what is perceived as a
very
betrayal?
subjective.
I don't know.
If your family had arranged your marriage to someone loathsome, would you flee, subtly work against the union, or agree hiding your reluctance? I think you would flee.
Yeah, I feel like there's not enough answers for that. I feel like I would just like go off on people about that.
Probably.
I wouldn't just run away. I would stay there, but I'd be like, dude, I ain't doing it. I don't give a crap what you say. I'm not showing up. I don't care. Cut me out of your will. I don't care.
A powerful but corrupt judge offers you wealth if you'll testify against your friend. For the few friends that you have, I don't think that you would testify against your friend.
Now, look at all the choices on that one, really quick. Just look over the choices. There's 2 yes, 2 no. Or there's like 3 no and 1 yes. Which one do you think matches what I would do?
I think you would take the money and testify.
And then try to screw up the testimony? Yeah. I'm always trying to get somebody over on somebody like that, I think.
I think you
I'll look for the advantage.
Yeah. Do you become close?
Screw the system. Yeah.
Exactly. Do your communities threatened with invasion?
I think this is where we differ.
I think you would try and cut.
As a spy.
Yeah, I think you would just try and screw around enough, whereas I would be like, I'm out. Like, don't touch me, don't talk to me. If you were injured and required immediate assistance, would members of your hometown agree to help? I think you have a generally pretty good community around you and work.
I've actually had that happen. With the accident, there were people around me, some of which like I didn't know particularly well, and
I think legally EMTs like have to help you.
Well, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about like people who were like friends, but like
okay.
There were some friends who were like I was pretty close to, and there were other friends who like I didn't know a ton. Like we were kind of newer friends or acquaintances, and they really came through, man. That was pretty cool.
Would you stand for office or seek to represent the interests of the community in some public manner? I do, and I think you'd be good at it. Maybe not at this very moment, but like as you get older and get more experience under your belt.
President Chicken, everybody. President Chicken, 20,
Not that far.
2032 or something.
Let's scale it down.
Yeah.
Scale it down. Okay. If offered enough money, would you slip a poison into your king's drink?
At this point, I've already done it. In terms of the question, I've done similar things before. Like, are we actually admitting to a murder here? Are we speaking in character? Like, what is it talking about with that?
Again, I've never played D&D. I have no idea. I think if there was a reason I think you would. If he was corrupt enough, or she Well, I guess kings.
Oh, without hesitation. Without hesitation.
King or queen.
I would like the payment for the act, though. That's a pretty high risk.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had, like, just a jerk of a king or a queen, like, whatever. In the D&D world, sure.
A plague is sweeping across your country currently.
Yeah.
Would you... I mean, you would avoid contact with the sick, which is what you're doing currently, so...
Wear your masks again, people. Wear your masks. Alright.
Where are you going?
She's gonna go put her mask on.
Do you respect the lawful authority of the rulers of the land? No.
Yeah.
Moving on. If you were offered a reasonably lucrative deal, would you spy for a hostile foreign power? Yes.
I think this is the same answer.
Do you rely on the government to enforce contracts and property rights?
I think that's probably the same.
Yeah,
same answer.
I don't think so.
I think it's a good answer.
If in prison, would you injure or kill others to escape? For some reason, you think that I could kill people, so I think that you could if there was a reason.
I'm not pulling an Edward Elric here. I'm not just doing the minor wounds that are going to heal easily. I'm not going to do that. I'm just like, dude, if this is like the country that's locking me up in this situation and stuff like that, like, I mean, if I'm getting in prison, it's got to be for something big in this case, and I got nothing to lose at that point anyway.
Okay, great. Do you accept a noble's right to treat badly the serfs who work on his land? No. Don't treat people like crap. Great.
Smart.
Easy as that. Just
Easy
don't
peasy.
be racist or sexist or any ist.
Yeah, no
Cool.
no isting. No
Easy.
isting.
Easy peasy. What is the best use of wealth? Provide for the needs of friends and family. Stay on top of your own heap. Prevent others from climbing to your level or to help the destitute and less fortunate. I still think that you would probably, do your Maslow hierarchy of needs of, like, friends and family and then destitute and less fortunate.
Yeah. But God help the outcasts.
God help the outcasts. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's the end. I understand how web pages work. By using magic, you could fool merchants into thinking your copper pieces were made of gold. I also think that you would cheat rich merchants.
Yeah.
So.
Big business.
Mm-hmm.
Get them out of here.
Yeah.
Get them out of here.
What's the best path to wealth? Staying flexible.
What do you think my motto is? Pick one out. I don't know.
I mean, I would say maybe staying flexible. I feel like
I almost picked that one for you, too. I almost did, but I was like, nah, I think I'm more of a planner.
I mean, I think hard work and perseverance is a very old school way of thinking
like
about wealth because
And if you'd picked that for me, I would have been like, well, I guess thanks for calling me hardworking. I don't know if I'd do that.
I mean, I just don't, and I don't think you believe that just because you're hardworking and you have a lot of perseverance, that means that you'll be wealthy. Cause
that's true. Things are unfair for people sometimes,
like
man. It's just what happens. Which is why, like, sometimes I even lean towards the matter of luck things. I'm just like, dude, look at the circumstances you're born into. Like,
absolutely. Yeah.
Sometimes it's just. But I think you picked the right one. I think that's you gotta be able to react, adapt,
Lastly, if you accepted a job or contract, would you try to finish the task even if it got much more dangerous? I feel like it's a combination between you would renegotiate or you'd be like hard pass.
So bail.
I mean, if it's that dangerous, I don't think that you would put yourself in harm's way.
I can kind of relate to that last question.
I mean,
right now.
yeah, literally, like, I think you would probably first renegotiate.
Yeah.
And then if things fell through, you'd be like, all right.
I think you're absolutely right. So, guessing which one you got for me here. I still think we're really close in alignment. I guess we make a decent married pair. I think I'm either on the true neutral side or the neutral evil side. What do you think?
I mean, again, because I don't play D&D, I feel like when I hear the word evil, I'm like, aggressive, but if you're telling me that it means someone who just like doesn't abide by authority and doesn't essentially
marches to the beat of
give
their
a
own
crap
drum.
what other people think, like, I guess
They're typically the villainous characters because they're not bound by fealty or like bound by honor and stuff like that. Which is why I related to them a lot more as a kid. I always rooted for the villain in the Disney movie when I grew up. Like all the time.
They're just severely misunderstood.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I guess I would say.
Except Hunchback of Notre Dame. That dude had it coming. That guy was awful.
I don't think you're good. That's a little too like.
Tell me I'm good.
Tell me I'm good. It's a little too goody two shoes, literally. I don't think you're good. I think neutral is like too neutral. So yeah, I mean, I think if I had to peg you,
I don't think I was chaotic enough to be chaotic, but I don't know.
I don't think I answered chaotically enough for you, but I feel like in a real world scenario, you would be chaotic evil because you would just be like, I don't care. I'm going to do whatever I want.
If we got this kind of life going on.
And, like, whatever works for me is what I'm going to do. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. And you would be on, you know, anyone's team.
We shall see. We shall see. What is my alignment? What's Chicken's alignment? Oh, I am chaotic evil. There you go.
Why do you doubt me?
You got it down. You got it down.
Understand.
You know personality. It's chaotic evil. You got a lot of chaos from me. Some high chaos answer. It looks like, okay, so evil versus good. I was definitely a lot more close to evil than you were. You were at I think 11 and 9 with fewer neutral. I'm at 11 and 7. Law, chaos. Those are all really close to each other, but I was definitely more chaos.
Chaotic, clearly. I mean, all the chaotic lines are more than lawful.
Yeah, and the evil is a lot higher than most of the good, and like, literally all of the evil lines are higher than any of the good ones that you pick for me. And, yeah. So I was evil through and through on this one, for sure.
I mean, I don't...
So does that make you kind of, like, I'm your minion and you're my, like, overlord in this situation if we had, like, a campaign, like... The neutral evil seems like more of the, like, you suspect at least, so they're more of the mastermind in that way case, even though they put in there that they're supposed to be more of the mastermind than chaotic evil. But I think chaotic evil is more of the henchman in my opinion, but I don't know.
I don't consider you hot-tempered or vicious or unpredictable.
In the world of D&D, I may well be.
I mean, again, I've never played... I'm not the right person to ask.
I mean, personally, I've never, like, gone through a full D&D campaign. Like, I didn't have that friend group growing up, so I'm just kind of going off of, like, what I gather from having read through a manual or two, or, like, having watched some on YouTube.
Oh, wait, there's mentioning of demons. That makes sense.
Oh, like, summoning demons and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm into it.
Okay.
Absolutely. So it does whatever his greed, hatred. Like I said, we just watched Brotherhood through again, Full Metal Alchemist. I was like, dude, Greed. I relate to him. I love Greed. Greed's such a great character. There you go. Whatever his greed, hatred, and lust for destruction drive him to do. Hot-tempered, vicious, arbitrarily violent. I like the arbitrarily part of that.
This is pure freedom.
It's pure freedom.
I mean, again, in my brain, like, that's not bad. That's.
He's simply out for whatever he can get. Ruthless, brutal, committed to the spread of evil and chaos. He's even worse. Thankfully, his plans are haphazard, and any group he joins or forms are poorly organized. Chaotic, evil people can be made to work together only by force, and their leader lasts only as long as he can thwart attempts to topple or assassinate him. Chaotic evil is sometimes called demonic because demons are the epitome of chaotic evil. It's the best alignment you can be because it combines self-interest and pure freedom, but it can be dangerous because it represents the destruction not only of beauty and life, but also of the order which beauty and life depend upon.
Well, there you have it. It's literally the best alignment, so...
I mean, I think they're saying, like, why it's good versus, like, the pros, cons. It's like, because they said yours is the best alignment before, too.
Oh.
Yeah, so they're just kind of going, like, a pro-con thing here, but... Yeah. Apparently, I'm chaotic evil and you're neutral evil. I think we'd make a great team. If someone's going to pick us up for, like, a campaign, we're just going to, like, screw everything up. You're just going to come up with this idea. I'm going to summon the demon to make it happen. I did pick a necromancer, I think, as my like character when I was trying to do things. So that was pretty evil. But yeah. Anyway, in the chat, why don't you guys let us know what are your alignments? Where do you fall in that? And do you think that based off of what you've seen of us on the channel that these depictions of us that we picked for each other are accurate?
I am a Slytherin.
You are a Slytherin, this is true.
That helps.
Although we're going to have to do that one at some point too. We'll take it for each other.
You can't retake.
We got to take it for each other. We got, I don't know, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out with accounts. I'm going to be chaotic evil and make dummy accounts. I don't know. I don't know how this works. All I know is that we got to take it for each other at some point.
Fine.
Yeah. Which, I mean, hey, you're a Slytherin through and through, so I think I'll pick Slytherin for you too. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, bye. Miss you. Bye.